Alright folks, the deck is Reno Nazoth Warlock. The goal of the deck is to play high value minions in the early game, many of which have taunt, and a great many of which come back with both copies of Nazoth, both God of the Deep and the Corruptor. In addition to that, you also have Blood Reaver Gul'dan for additional layers of threats in the late game. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle.
Watch this!
The light shall bring victory.
All eyes shall be opened.
Dirty Rat's good if this is Reno Priest, so I'm going to hold it and not necessarily play it. I don't think I keep the Zola with it. Okay, so it is Reno. Good hit. I was trying to snipe a, because they kept one other card, I was trying to snipe the Raza. But, like, this also gives me the opportunity to raise dead the rat, which is good. I'm gonna coin this. I don't want this to dilute my raised dead pool yet. So I would rather get a Voidcaller back for later than a Quillbore. So I'm probably just gonna tap next turn. Uh-oh. They could get some of my, they could get my Zephrys. Cool. I kind of want to just do this now. Because it's my last turn before Raza, right? Let's tap first. Oh well. Thank you.
You like my invention?
Their hand is pretty light, at least. Because I've got that going for me. I don't know what I want now for the Kazakus pot. But I'll take a 5 pot, I suppose, just to fill out next turn. Maybe resummon something? Yeah, this generally pretty good. Draw 2. I'm gonna dilute their raised dead, because I don't really want to get my Nazoth deaded.
I am only more deadly.
Unnerfed, what? Hit the Kazakus? Good job. I mean, again, 3 cards in hand as a Reno Priest cannot be a good feeling. Alright. I suppose it is our homes, our tombs. It's a little bit concerning, because my Reno stuff is now offline. I think I just jam a Mal'Ganis next turn most of the time. We are way off. I want to keep tapping so that I can hit the Khartuts. I'm looking for the spawn, but maybe I should have waited for it after the pull kilt. I might have an Anduin in hand, and I don't mind this getting dead, because I have Gul'dan and N'Zoth. The scream was generated. I would like to be able to Zola the rat, so... there it is. That allows me to deny Reno, but I don't know that Reno is the card I want to deny. Maybe I can bait them into... just like playing it from hand. We know that the Reno wasn't in hand when we ratted last time, so this might force it out. Jacob Stormy, thank you for the 7 months. Wow. They're gonna hit both of the yellow cards before we get the birds in there. We've already ratted the Zephrys, so they're probably just like shoving both of these right now. Unless they get card draw off of the Kazakus. Is this a good enough N'Zoth? I've had everything but dragon. Sure. I want to Brann the rat now once they have a few more cards. I was hoping to get the Mal'Ganis back, but I think this is okay. Dirty Rat is not a beast, no. It's a kobold.
The light has betrayed me. I am only more deadly. To err is human.
Come. This is unlikely. Like, I know it's going to hit at least one thing, right? But the Brann might stick around for a turn.
Who knows what secrets will appear? Share your thoughts with the class. You're gonna be rich.
Honestly, that's pretty good. I want to see if I can keep the Brann alive. I want to do as little damage to him as possible.
Blood for blood.
Even if it means losing some damage here. 2 is the same as 3. Now that we've seen the Holy Smite gone, they still need 2 pings. And I can tap now. Yeah. Now I get double Dragon Queen. It shouldn't be that concerning, right? They've had Kazakus, who's offline. I think the card draw is more concerning than anything.
Share your thoughts with the class. Now.
Oh, they get the Godfrey. Wow.
We're gonna be rich.
The Reno? I don't have any 1-mana cards, do I? I don't want to rat their stuff, right? Because that's my stuff. What did I have in hand?
The veil wanes.
Alex, yeah.
Thanks. Gonna be rich.
You're welcome. So they just left with the Dirty Rat next turn? into large minions on my side. Yeah, Godfrey and Alex. Tap? That's drawing them cards. Why would I want to draw them cards that potentially don't end up being playable and then give them heal for pings? Seance Brann? I could have. I don't really care too much about Brann right at this stage. Like, I'm far enough ahead that I just want stats to try and make the opponent dead. Rat always happens, doesn't matter if you do it or they do it. Well, if I do it, it's on their board, though, so it absolutely matters.
Well played. No, your victory proves nothing.
Victory or death! Our gifts are not your weapons, War Chief.
I feel like Pirate Warrior is probably one of the reasons to play this deck right now. So I'm gonna keep the anti-aggro cards and then just deal with the fact that I also got N'Zoth. Opponent full kept.
Grab your cutlass.
Which has me concerned, but that could be worse. What is this atrocity of a deck and who built it? I don't know, famous Wild Hearthstone streamer, get me off. Probably some nerd. How you doing today? I saw in Corbet's tweet that you were unsuccessful in winning games with this deck. I'll have you know I am currently 5-0 with a 500% win rate, so. I went 0-5? Well, I hope you're taking notes in how to play the deck. Step 1, queue into Pirate Warrior. Step 2, allow them to have a bad draw. Step 3, draw all of your defense.
Look at me.
Step 4, watch as they concede.
Glory!
Wait, they didn't concede though. Does that make sense as to why? Well, I just don't like leaving a captain on. The opponent doesn't like it when they lose their captain on board.
All eyes shall be open.
I would much rather have like a taunt minion most of the time, but like I'm not gonna complain about a free Mal'Ganis here, I don't think. I just want to look now for like AoE and removal to deal with Murlocs in the early game. That works. Mal'Ganis is like a taunt in my heart. True, but it's not that Mal'Ganis is bad early, it's that he tends to be better like after you already stick a large taunt. Speaking of large taunts, let's rip a Defile here. I'm curious what the opponent's up to. Ah, testing out the elementals.
From the void I come.
This could get devolved, but if this gets devolved, that means our big stuff isn't getting devolved. That's not a devolve, but it has the same effect. Although now we can raise dead into a frog, which punishes the opponent pretty hard. Also, the unfortunate thing is we do get a frog back from N'Zoth God of the Deep sometimes. It's like a Shutter deck, which means I'm going to want to use this in an appropriate time. I don't think now is that time. What do I have in my res pool right now? Vendor and Frog. Maybe a Death's Head.
The veil wanes. The end
Those are the two best hits, I think.
is close at hand.
Just gonna go here. I don't want to use the Dirty Rat right now.
This is not what we stood for.
Close.
This will be a mercy.
That gets them the Shudder, but like Shudder isn't ready to go yet. So I need to find something that removes the Shudder along with the Dirty Rat.
I'll make you a real toy.
A little bit concerning. They're gonna play those next turn, so I need to hold, I think.
Existence is pain. So is teaching you.
Job done.
Fortunately, I drew all my demons. Unfortunately, I got the less aggressive hits. Oof. Both! You buy into the hype of New Zoth as a bomb in Odd Warrior. No. Odd Warrior doesn't need bombs. It needs removal. Wait, that's not how we... No. Everybody always forgets how Bolf works.
You belong to the bomb now.
I'd like to find a Brann for my Dirty Rat. But again, they're... Okay, so they still can't play the Shudder. So I think I can keep going fishing here. Life Hacker is here. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Roffle, loving the daily content? Well, thank you for that support. Really appreciate it. Great value. Good job. I was not the world's best Alexstrasza. Lucent Bark.
These things happen.
The synergy, chat.
Choose cry out.
That is their final devolve, or it must be their final devolve, right? They have another. They have Geppetto in hand as well as another. Yeah, they can't play the Shudder again, so I don't need to Dirty Rat yet. What are we doing here? Tapping? Really, really do want that Brann to make the Dirty Rat a little bit better. There we go.
Who'll be me next, big dog?
Let's just go here to avoid dying to any like weird combos. And we get the Lucent Bark back.
Not your home, invader.
I will show you fear. How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Alright.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Blah. We missed.
You dying now. You won't know
It's unfortunate.
Who'll be me next, big dog?
Place.
Tap for Zola.
This place.
How much? Job done.
Alright, well, they've got the Shudder. I just need to outlast them. How many Lucent Barks does N'Zoth resurrect? Yes.
I'll make you a real toy.
I would like to get a Gul'dan before the N'Zoth, because this is going to crowd my board. Now that said, we've also almost got lethal.
For my glory.
So they're probably fishing for Reno. Like my only outs are Kazakus off the top and Zephrys with a tap. Or just Zephrys off the top works too.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Look at how good N'Zoth was there. Crixors, thank you for the 5 months.
I will show no mercy. Our gifts are not your weapons, War Chief.
Bird is the word. I think I need better early game than Albatross against Warrior. Especially if it's Pirate Warrior. This counts, yeah.
None will
Oh god.
survive.
We've got more layers than normal, right?
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Alright. Yes, it's Pirate Odd Warrior. Probably just tap here, right? I've got a Tar Creeper coming down next turn. It's not that likely they have a very strong play here. It's like Rakara and Captain, which neither, so feels good, man. Pirate Odd Reno Galakron. No, we faced this before. It is actually Pirate Odd Galakron. No Reno, though. Don't be ridiculous. Just want to follow my curve. If I'm coining anything, it's probably either the Khartut Defender or the Godfrey. Like, Tar Creeper is about as good as it's going to get here. Wow. That's a pretty good hit off of the Sky Raider. But we are soaking up a fair amount of damage at least. I wonder if there's a N'Zoth in this list. I think that we saw like menagerie shenanigans. This is beginning to hurt. Wham Bamboozler, thank you for the 100 bits. Are you a British comedian at night? You hear me as deadpan and it kills me. I mean, if I were British, it would be night right now, so I wouldn't be very good at my job if I were here hanging out with Twitch chat instead. We're actually taking quite a lot of damage here. Bit of a beating. This is what happened to me last time I was up against... Oh, no! Where'd my health go? I just need healing right now, right? It's tempting to take the ooze, but I think this is better. Zeph to Nova. That wouldn't have been bad. I think it's just okay to maximize our healing because I don't really have a way to stabilize that much from here. don't think I want to tap. Let's kill that. Like, we're just playing... It's weird to say this against Odd Warrior, but we're just playing to survive right now.
I'm not too young to fight.
Unity, precision,
I want to make sure that this dies. Now I can kill the Rokara. Make sure she doesn't get value, and we should be able to stick it from here, right? I've got Voidcaller, Mal'Ganis, so 2 demons. Zephrys and Tar Creeper for my elementals. And then eventually the Zephrys, or the Zilliax.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I think that the N'Zoth is probably just good enough, right? Although I do have a pretty hefty life total. Maybe I can, now that the Zilliax stabilized. So yeah, let's just go with the Alex so we can get some dragons in the mix as well. Let's just do this one. I don't think I need the
excellent.
I don't think I need the Deathwing right now. As nice as he would be off of the N'Zoth, it's probably a little bit excessive. If they swing back the board, I can play the Deathwing, then the N'Zoth or something. It's a lot of Scion of Ruins. Wow. This ended up being a pretty good turn. You want the Brann or the 5/5? I honestly don't know. I don't think it matters in terms of where I end up. Because I just slam a Deathwing, Scream, Cataclysm, and then play N'Zoth. Cataclysm! See? Pretty easy. I think we got the best hits across the board. Mal'Ganis and the
I will silence their scream.
and the Tar Creeper. I'm a little bit short, aren't I? Even with the Zilliax, like it's 38-41 from 1 damage off.
The veil waves, sacrifice.
That's with the Zola on Zilliax. So I just don't. I'm 1 off with the getting the Zilliax. I could grab the N'Zoth to play around Brawl. I think that's probably my best play here. And just shove everything face. Lethal? Yes, but only if you can't count.
Wretched story. Loot. Ultimate Potem.
It's got to be Brawl off the top, right?
I sense we share the same race.
Glorious and terrible. I feel like Deathwing earned this lethal. Plus, it's a whole lot of overkill. Alright, I think we have established that that is a good deck. We had a pretty good win rate. 800%, in fact. Thank you to legendary patrons Brian Quinn, Fizzle Jizzix, Jeffrey Pierce, Justice Crater, He's 404, Horback CL, Noggleshire, Shadow1 TV, Sognusman, and Vanfix.